this was a complete accident. A fucking Superman flick, or a Boyle, whatever his last name is. Arc Enemies. Isn't he in the Misfits? Even though the Misfits it's weird because they're a legacy band. Like, to the point that there's no original members, it's just a brand new band with the name Misfits. It's Boyle and Frankenstein, isn't it? I don't know. Weird fucking person. Weird haircut. Like, that'd be annoying, just having hair just sit on your face. Anyways, sorry I'm late. I was just watching, because I had no idea. But I just thought it was a one-off. But a drama guy that I've kind of been following on and off, because I remember seeing him for the first time on OTK's top streamer thing, where like it's like an America's Got Talent type thing, but it's streamer wise, and basically they put two streamers together to make a stream, and no matter how many viewers that stream, because it happened concurrently with them reacting to it, Emeru, which is weird because it wasn't Emeru like someone who just became famous out of nowhere a couple of years ago. Now it's weird how that thing goes. Like Emma Langevin, she became famous because she was Corpse front cover on his. I don't fucking know. People who become famous online just out of nowhere just confuse the fuck out of me. But then he got teamed up with this VTuber, Japanese, Japanese person, and what they were doing was that they were streaming together, but she couldn't hear the drums, and the drums could hear her, and luckily it all sounded good, and that's how I found him, because he had a keyboard just in the background as well, and that sounded fucking sick. Sure, like if your entire shtick is just doing songs again and again and again and again without really interacting with the chat, not the best form of content, but it is a good live thing if you do that maybe once a week, with someone brand new or whatever. It was, yeah, and he was just doing something with OTK like a bit ago. Then I found out that he was on Castanat's subathon the entire month basically. I thought because I watched the Zach Wild video like last week, which was insane. Zach Wild was on the Castanat fucking thing, and then the Office Realm, I was like, oh shit, I know that guy. And they started jamming together. And then I found out like yesterday that he was drumming the entire fucking stream because he had his wedding on the stream. It was like, hang on, the fuck? And it's so weird because it's almost like he's the embodiment of you create your own opportunities. Because somehow someone in chat people in chat was spamming his name, like in day 1 or day 2 of the subathon, and they were Castanet was watching the stream. Then Castanet donated like fucking 20 or so subs or something. Then he had just, instead of like thanking him, he had like a split second thought on chat on stream, and whilst Carl was still there, it was like, wouldn't it be sick if I could have my drums next to you and wake you up in the middle of the night with subs? And within the next fucking day, he was on the stream. And he got to meet Zach Wild, he got to jam with Zach Wild, he got to meet Travis Barker, and Travis Barker signed the drum kit. So many other celebrities he would have... He also met Shamik Moore, who plays Miles in Spider-Verse. And it's the most unlikely duo, NPC Miles Morales and Office Drama. Because I don't particularly watch streamers, even though I am one myself. It's just fascinating because he created his own opportunity, and I respect it. Sure, it must have been fun / boring at the fuck. He got to meet fucking Kevin Hart. He got to wake him up drumming. And then at the end of it, Kevin Hart like gave him like fucking 10 grand personally or some shit. It's like insane. Sure, he lives in California, so like the odds of meeting someone famous or becoming famous, I mean, it's closer to nothing. But meeting someone famous is almost like 100% guarantee. Because when we were in LA, we fucking met Jesse Wally. It's like, the fuck? And we were only there for barely a week, so if we were there longer, we would have run into someone. But yeah, I just... And the subathon's done, which is weird because... It's not really a subathon because... He got over fucking 700,000 subs, which is insane, because the bracket before that by Iron Mouse was only like 300,000. Like, how? Iron Mouse bet the record a couple months ago, or less than a couple months ago, and now it's 700,000? I don't think that's going to be beaten by anyone but Kai Cenat. There's no way in hell anyone, like, because... Like, sure, Speed is a very big streamer as well, but he streams via YouTube. So like, Speed's the king of YouTube streaming, and Kai's the king of Twitch streaming. And Office Drama fucking started, I don't know, maybe he got approval from Kai himself. At the beginning it was like, I don't think I can. But then he just started streaming his angle, basically, like a behind the scenes type shot from his phone. And one of the VODs got like weirded out and it started saying it was 49 days long, and I think it was only like an hour, but very weird. Very fucking weird. And legitimately, and from this I could see other musicians reach out to Office Drama to like, I don't know, do stuff with him. And Roland is, like, the company is giving him some, like, sampler, plus he's obviously maybe getting the newest model of the E-Kit. It's like, holy shit, you know, creating your own opportunities, and he didn't even need to spend a dime, basically. Like, maybe on, like, food and gas money because he drove there every day. But yeah, the subathon is like, because apparently it ended directly at like on November 31st or on December 1st. I'm like, hang on, that's not how subathons work. Subathon, unless his subathon was like a sub to me is 1 minute or 1 second or something, which is actually insane. Because Ethan's one was like a sub was 10 minutes or something. Then it went down to a sub was 1 minute. And he lasted maybe 2 weeks, which is pretty decent. Let me. But then a subathon doesn't end when the streamer deems it ends. The subathon ends when the subs stop coming in. I mean, streamers can add or diminish time as they please. Because like if a stream cuts out for maybe in 2 hours, they'll be like, okay, let's put 4 hours on, so it's turning, you know. But then they can also gift subs themselves. They can also they can also say that like after now a sub will equal 1 second, so in order to do some form of effort you need to give 60 subs in order for 1 minute, and 1 minute is tiny, so there's no point. We're going and we're gonna go far. But then guys and that. I do want to know, like, sub per minute thing. Rules. Now, whose idea was that for the musician's trick to hang himself? What was it? What the fuck was that about? I saw that the other day. I'm like, hang on. What? Anyways, enough yapping about fucking, cause I'm so happy for the guy. Like, I know they got on it. It's not a real wedding. It's because like throughout the subathon, the viewers got to know Office Drummer because he was on basically every night for 8 hours straight, just him and Miles just legitimately, it was just them talking to chat and saying thank you or saying hi to people who were gifting and all that, and donating. Then to end it on the person they began to learn to know, to have the wedding, it's almost like a perfect trajectory of the month. Who, like, if you were to tell Hofstrom a month ago he'd have his wedding on Kai's stream, like the day Kevin Hart the day after that Kevin Hart, like, he met Kevin Hart, I was like, he'll be like, what the fuck do you mean? You know, it's crazy, and I don't think it's only gonna hit him like within the next month. It's like, that was fucking insane that I made this happen by pure accident. Like, that's like some rando, like, famous person coming to my stream and be like, it'd be cool, I could do this, and they say yes, then next thing you know, shit happens, you know? Like, because you can't predict shit like that. You cannot, you know? The fucking person who made the Huck Tour video, he would have no idea a random person he met on the street became famous, and then that dude who made the interview would be like left with nothing. Like, that's fucked. Not even a thank you. That guy got you famous, made you into a meme that people quote almost daily, and you're not even gonna thank him. And from what I've seen of her, she's like one of the worst types of people to know. Doesn't help that her accent is very, very hard on the ears. Like, that American accent is just like too grating to the ear. You know, it's like southern country girl accent is just very grating, to the point you need subtitles just to understand. And so, yeah. Counting, and we're gonna go far. Why am I thinking about that? I also had this thought that it's almost like the fans of these people who watch these streams don't really get anything from a subathon. Sure, you're seeing your favorite streamer be on more than his regular hours, but at the end of the day, you're paying just to watch him. Nothing more. Like, if you weren't paying before, you're paying now. It's almost like an exploit. Be like, oh hey, I'm only gonna be streaming until when this timer is on. If it goes down, it's on you to get it up. I always felt that subathons are tacky, and people who are smaller streamers do it to their best interest because it gives them money to put into the stream, which I can respect. But if someone with the heights of someone like that, who already rakes in over so and so amount of money, and saying only 20% of this is going to a school, like, that just leaves us wondering, like, what are you doing with the other 80%? Are you just gonna keep it? Are you gonna evenly break that up between the people who helped you make this? Are you gonna give Hofstrom a huge sum? Are you gonna get NPC Miles Morales a huge sum? Or is all they gonna go to the celebrities that came on? Is Kai and his friends gonna get all the money? You know? Because people don't think it like that. You already made someone insanely rich just by watching him, and then now he has even more money than ever, essentially, just by doing it. Like, I kind of prefer subathons with people who only stream themselves, The closest thing with Ethan Nestor was doing live Brain Leak, which I liked. Seeing that live. And knowing Brain Leak is done is sad. I mean, like, doing a podcast once a week is kind of hard to be like, oh shit, we forgot this week's. But if you did it whenever you wanted, that's how podcasts can stay alive. Like, if you commit to a schedule, however, you don't need to actually commit to it entirely, that's when, yeah, fun. The best videos were the IRL videos. I'm sorry, the best videos are IRL. Not IRL. The best videos are the mini videos. You know? It's basically secondary Unisanus with Ethan and Jack. I love these videos. And it's very, very hard to commit to a podcast, especially with someone who lives on the opposite end of the world. It's easy if you can, like... Podcasts are better if you're in person. Like, sure, like, a weekly call with someone is always a good thing. Because, like, you don't lose your sanity and whatever, especially if you live by yourself. Like how Ethan does. Just a bit sad. Living by yourself when you're that famous or that height, and like I never expected him to be like this big. I always thought he was just gonna be someone who was on Markiplier's channel for a little bit and he was gonna fizzle out. But no, he's basically the second coming of Jacksepticeye. He's legitimately used the fame from Markiplier and used it in such a way that he's more known for Unisanus than being Mark's friend. Now, legitimately. And no one brings up that Jacksepticeye was shouted out by PewDiePie initially. And other people believe that Jacksepticeye would have fucking blown up even without PewDiePie shout out. And now that, like, it's just insane that those two people are friends. You know? Sean went to his wedding. It's insane that being a celebrity online is just, you can't predict it. And then, like, as a byproduct, you find other online celebrities and they become your go-to friends to talk to. That's legitimately just what happened with these streamer houses. Then they became a streamer house, you know? Like Michael Reeves and Lily Pichu and Disguised Toasts and Sykkuno, all these, sure, a lot of them blew up during COVID, which is good because people were watching content during COVID. And I should have put more effort during COVID into my stuff. Like, because my streaming hours are fucked. It's now 12:30 and I even started the game. My hours are fucked. You know? My schedule is 8 p.m. to midnight every day besides Saturdays, because Saturdays is when I work at night. Even though it's weird because I now work on Sunday nights and I still stream after them, and it's basically the same hours as it was when I started that idea. Because Saturdays it was 4:30 to 9:30, and I got home. Sometimes I had food, sometimes I didn't. And I remember just being on my phone till 11. Like, I should stream. Should I stream right now? Should I stream for 2 hours? Without, I only had that mentality then because I started at 11 a.m. the next day. But now, since I'm starting 5 hours my initial start time, it's kind of different. I can sleep in till whenever I want, then just go to work. I should shut up. Because who wants to listen to someone ramble on about nothing? I mean, for YouTube it makes sense, but for streaming? Nah, streaming's all about interacting and doing stuff live. Anyways, let me just fucking play the game for a couple hours. I'll probably get off at 2:30. And I had this idea tonight. Technically, I had this idea fucking when I was watching The Flash final season. I had the idea that why not just watch Smallville, you know? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. It would be fitting after Superman and Lois ends, go back to the beginning and watch Smallville, because CW was the WB. So every show that's on CW is sometimes just a Warner Brothers product, an IP. So don't be surprised that Warner Brothers movies, I guess, aired on the CW. And it's because CW means CBS and Warner Brothers. I want to see the list of programs it has. Because people still call the Arrowverse the CW-verse. Which makes sense, because it is a CW franchise. But that's like calling the MCU the Disneyverse. That actually makes sense as to how Arrow, Supergirl went from CBS to CW, because it's CBS plus Warner Brothers. That thing makes so much sense. You're not talking about Legends of Tomorrow. Why? That was a CW show, wasn't it? So the CW was... It was the WB. But then Smallville became a CW show for the better half of the final 5 seasons. Then after that, so basically, ever since CW began, they were doing DC stuff. And now after Superman and Lois, they're not. Superhero stuff, there's not going to be a superhero TV show again, basically. It's all gonna be like a limited series for binge or a limited series for a specific streaming service. There's not gonna be a TV show. We don't even need to. We don't even call it a TV show anymore. It's just a show, because this doesn't air on TV. It's a bit sad, but it's end of an era, legitimately. Nearly a 20-year era. It's more like 15 years, but... It's not 15 years. Because 15 years ago was 2011. 2009. Yeah. Let's see what this looks like. It looks so weird. I'm gonna turn that off. That sucks. And this was like a day one thing. Like, cool. I always have fat bass. So Smallville was season 6 to season 10 on CW. Originally aired on the WB. It's at the end of the day, it's the same thing. Everything, basically everything from 2006 went from the WB to the CW. That means it was the same thing. I'm very surprised Smallville didn't get a spin-off. Arrow. What's it, 8 years? The fuck was the Beauty and the Beast? Is this meant to be something like fucking, Once Upon a Time? The Tomorrow People. Oh, Zombie only got 5 seasons? That was a massive show. It's so weird the amount of shows CW did that weren't DC. My brain doesn't comprehend it properly. The only show I haven't watched that was on the CW was Gotham Knights, and apparently it was better than people say. There was an American version of Would I Lie to You? Holy shit. That's actually insane. He was on it. If there's not a name I don't know, I'm sorry. I know none of these people. Are you meant to have famous fucking comedians on your comedy show? None of these people I fucking know. It's weird to know that all primetime television is just gonna become streamy shows. Legitimately. Like WWE is just gonna go straight to Netflix. Live to Netflix. It's so bizarre. I'm sorry, it's just so bizarre. Sonic! Is this meant to be a Sonic Adventure 2 like inspired level? Hey, I didn't run into that. Oh shit, I didn't even realize there were spies. Fuck. Who knew I'd be fucking playing this game again? It's gonna get very annoying really quick. Is that S? Please tell me it's S. Whoa! What's her name? I forget her name. Like B or something? I know All My Showers a thing on top of her. Sparkle? Something cutesy. I don't know. I forget. Oh, it's a triangle instead of like a. I probably used. You could have used the same buttons. You know. Yeah. Hey, I don't know how you could. My ring sort of diminished because of that. Bro! Oh. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Yama. Whoa! 5340 that was. Nice feat.
Thank you for saving me, Mr. Sonic. It was so scary, but I tried to be really brave.
Cream, that's
You
a
did
fucking
great,
name.
kiddo.
Cream, I knew it was some random fucking name. How am I gonna remember Cream? You know, if it was more like unique, I would have. I don't know. 40 was it? 5340. That's what it was. What the fuck be posted to us, you dumbass? Also, using that full stop knowing it's condescending. Fuck off, bruh. Rifle. Trophy 6. Rod 2. It was 53. 40. Was this song good to me? I don't fucking know the games. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, isn't this the one with the fucking weird boss fight I have to do? This is oddly nostalgic, this song. Even though I've never played this fucking game in my life. Why? You fucking... You're not doing it! I wasted like fucking so many seconds on that. Ah. What the fuck? Oh, get up. Oh. Replay the level now. In order to get that fat S rank. Oh, I landed and you fucking... Fuck you. Fuck you again. Ah! Don't do that, you fucking shit cunt. Ah, fucking brilliant. Eat the hit. Ended it with 0 fucking room. There's no way in hell that's fucking ass. No way. Yeah, I know. I gotta know, mate. I gotta a chow or a cow? Because I don't know the guy's name's Oma Chow, but I don't know if they're chows or cows. KOs. Oh, that's insane. I don't even know how the fuck I did that. Let's try that again. How do I actually get to that? Ah, oh, you fucking can't. Stop jumping directly onto that. I'm not aiming for it, and it fucking happens every time. Fuck you. People who say Load and Reload are one massive album, like, sure, they're from the same sessions, but that's not necessarily true. They didn't have, like, 13 extra songs done when Load was done. If that was the case, they would have released both at the same time. No. They had. What they did was. They had songs, they finalized those songs, and they went back to the other songs, did some changes and whatever, fine produced them. And. Because Fuel for Fire was Fuel's fucking, demo, and that wasn't as good as the final thing, so they remade it, and that has become one of the greatest Metallica songs ever made. Yeah, they didn't just have. It wasn't a. Don't. It may be considered a double album, but if that's the case, you could consider Hardwired a double album because it was released as 2 CDs, even though they didn't need to do that. They really didn't. I don't. I would never consider S&M to be a an album, like a part of the discography. No, it only gave us 2 new songs, and they weren't even recorded. I mean, No Leaf Clover kind of was, but yeah, because EPs on albums. Garage Inc. is one of those ones where, like, yes, that is a studio recorded album. However, I wouldn't call it a part of their discography. And at the end, I wouldn't count it to be a part of, if you list the Metallica albums, you would say Garage Inc. Because you'd say Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All, the Black Album, Load, Reload, not 2 albums, not 1 album, but 2, Load, Reload, right after that, Saint Anger, then Death Magnetic, then Hardwired, then 72 Seasons. So we have 11 albums. But if you were to count both S&M's, Garage Inc., the 2 EPs they released, I'm not like single type EPs, I'm talking about multiple songs. That means it would be 16 albums, but that's not true. They don't have 16 albums. Also, what about that Live from Down Under thing that no one fucking knows about? But then again, you can't say Garage Inc. and Garage Days are two separate albums because Garage Days is in Garage Inc. You know? Come on, ad. No, it's at the end of the... I want to do the big boost. I need to do it like slightly before that. There we are. How do you not get hit from that? I got a couple of red rings, which I'm happy about. And then is next one's Unleashed. Get up. Fuck. Camera. That's right, got it. No, I did it.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
You're a real gem, Rouge.
Is this the Rouge that people say her tits were covered, or was it in Shadow? Because I don't know if she's in Shadow. This is Sonic Heroes, bro. My first Sonic game.
secret rooms, so keep an eye.
Damn it. I keep on forgetting. Alright. Someone valid. Danke. Dun, 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 dun. Woohoo! I got S rank. Seaside Hill. Oh. I wasn't Big Man. I was like, I'm gonna do the trophy? No, I'm not. I think that was my least favorite mission playing it before because it's just so annoying to get through. I think I had to play through like 10 times to get every ring. I always forget Espio, that's his name. Espio, I always forget his name. Has this been Cream in the same team? In Sonic Heroes? Team Chaotix? It's Vector, Espio. Where was that? That B. I forget the B. Yeah, I know how to wall run or wall jump. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. Bro, it's just the first level of whatchamacallit, Sonic Heroes. My childhood. This is so weird. Playing it on playing on the PS5. Playing a PlayStation 1 game, especially on the PS5, is insane. Got the Switch version of this game recently. Cool. Cool. I assume there's nothing different about the game besides maybe graphics. Because remember the time when like the DS versions of games was like a completely different version of the game?
This panel and grab hold of it. Once you're up there, jump again to perform a wall jump.
Like, actually insane that was even a thing. Oh. God, what the fuck? Oh. Can you control where to go? Bruh. I love making new friends and meeting new people. Cool. 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 Cool, cool, cool. I'm cold, I don't want to be fucking hot. Beat it, but every note is C. Wait, what? I need to listen to this. This is fucking sick. Let's listen to the solo. It's so weird. Cool. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. I don't like how double jumping is even a thing in this. hell happened there?
Jump up to this panel and grab hold of it. Once you're up there, jump again to perform a wall jump.
What the? Ah. Cunt. Get up.
Jump up to this panel and grab hold of it. Once you're up there, jump again to perform a wall jump.
As soon as I saw there was no fucking walls, I got so pissed off, bro. What the fuck happened there? Every time that comes up, I think he's saying finish him, which is just wrong.
Jump up to this panel and grab hold of it. Once you're up there, jump
How am
again
I-
to perform a wall jump.
Oh. Get up, cunt. It's gonna be 141 something. Yoo-hoo. Tails.
Okay, so we're pretty sure we've figured things out. And it's pretty dire. Ah! That thing keeps jumping back and forth through time, consuming the dimensional energy. And all that's left behind is this lifeless white void. The Sonics are the one constant here. Their speed is restoring space-time.
Then I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
First thing you do is jump up and do 3 backflips.
We're facing a dangerous foe, Sonic. Better be on your guard.
Sure thing.
I want to play as SBO again. He's just such an unknown character, but he seems like he should be as popular as like Shadow and Silver, because sure, he's a pink guy, but was it SBO the what? SBO the Hornet? SBO the Chameleon. Ah. Oh no. So now I need to get the keys, not the rangs, the keys. Then I can do the boss. I think I like that one. Because I want to watch something tonight, but I don't know what to watch. Because I've got Superman and Lois tomorrow night. Oh, no, not tomorrow night. Two nights from now. I could watch a movie, but then what movie would I watch? I don't know. I need to figure it out. Drifting sucks. I'm sorry, it's too sharp. I succeeded? What did I do? Finally here, Sonic. I don't know where we are in ODYK. This is where I need to stop. Didn't mean to skip the intro. I was meant to pause it. Back for more Sonic? I guess you never learn your lesson. I do get to watch again, yay. It's like the title of the game, Sonic Shadow Generations. Get it. Shadowboxing. I think that's, apart from like Prey, I think that may be my favorite song of Revenants. Follow my rainbow. At the end of the day, I need to do all of them, so...
Can you pass through a dash? Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash rings one by one to reach the goal.
Oh. I jumped. Elf on the Shelf. I don't understand when they make movies for streaming services. I still haven't seen it, and I own it on DVD. I wanted to see, like, I don't know why I didn't watch it in cinemas, but
Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash ring. Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash. Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash rings one by one to reach the goal.
every time. I don't like that. It's not letting me get up. It's not letting me get up. Why not? Fuck you.
Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash rings one by one to reach the goal. Each time you pass through a dash ring, another. Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through. Each time you pass through a dash. Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash rings one by.
Why?
Each time you pass through a dash ring, another dash ring appears. Go through the dash rings one by one to reach the goal.
I wish double jump was just a thing Sonic does. The fuck happened there? What the fuck? I pressed jump. He didn't jump. Fuck this.
Use the platforms to close in on perfect chaos. There's nothing you can do from this distance. Now, Sonic, boost and charge into him to attack. Use the springs to close in and use your homing attack. Boost to run across the water.
That died easily. Perfect on a show.
You've brought back so much of the world. You're doing great, Sonic. You mean, you're doing great, Sonics. Right. I may never get used to that. Ah!
Watch out!
Whoa! Did that emerald just scare off the monster? The Chaos Emerald's powers are miraculous, and we sure could use a miracle. We need that emerald! Sonic, your speed has been able to restore our friends. I bet it can restore the Chaos Emerald to full power, too. And I bet you double we're going to need all 7 emeralds.
You're on.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
The next one's the Sonic Unleashed one, right? Blaze, I like Blaze. Vector. And then the bee. We are done. We are done for today. We basically did what we did the first stream, just the second part of it. But I think after this, like, the story is done. After, like, the next area, the story is done. Because I think after we do the next couple of boss fights, or the next boss fight is the final boss fight. Because we'll have all the Chaos Emeralds. Then I need to go back, obviously, and do that first boss fight, make that S rank. Because if we make that S rank, we get the trophy for all S ranks in the Sonic game, which will be very good for us. It's actually really cool that it isn't just like, oh hey, play Sonic Generations, but it goes to that main menu. Because I didn't know how they would do it, and it makes sense, to be honest. Like, I do understand that it is quite disappointing for Sonic it just to be a Sonic Generations remake, as opposed to a Sonic and Shadow Generations to be one brand new game with them together. But then at the end of the day, can be considered Sonic Generations 2, you know? And people will perceive it as a Sonic Generations sequel, even though it's been 14 fucking years since the first one. The next thing you know, in the next couple of years, they release Sonic X Shadow Unleashed. Imagine that. Nah, they won't do that. They only would remaster the games that are critically acclaimed, which are Colors and Generations and Frontiers now. Every other Sonic game that has been released, basically that wasn't like a classic, like Sonic Mania, that doesn't need a remake. But something about, like, I prefer modern Sonic. I will always prefer modern Sonic. And that just makes sense in my brain. Because that's the Sonic I grew up with. And, like, side-scrolling Sonic is fun and all, but it's only fun if you know the level design. So you can know how to get past it fast. Damn, Prey and Rise of the Ronin are already in my top, like, 4. Black Myth Wukong will be my 100th PS4/5 game that I've gotten over the years. It's insane. Technically, I can still do Horde mode, but I'll probably just do that for the PS5 version. Haze and Mayhem is actually like 40 hours, if anything. I need to get back to Avatar. Probably most likely after the next Avatar movie. Stellar Blade, if that gets a DLC, I'll play that in a heartbeat. And if Rise of the Running gets a DLC, I'll play that in a heartbeat. The longest Lego game will always be Skyward Saga, but it's Jurassic World isn't a long game. I had to basically get the plat twice, basically, because I was like, fuck it. I should have had a save, but I didn't have a save, where I replayed the entire game from scratch, and then did the free roam. And then when I got to the point, like, I still can't believe I played that game twice, back to front. I think I remember doing it when my brother was on camp. No. Was it then? No, it wasn't then. But I remember when we had the 360 set up in the kitchen. Fun fact, I started playing Heavy Rain in that setup. But I couldn't get past that house area. So it was just like, stop playing. And I don't even think I got a trophy because I don't even think Heavy Rain is a part of my trophy history in PSN profiles. Generally, I don't think so. Scroll down. And I don't even think I was connected to the internet. Scroll down. So 90 hours of 3 weeks and 5 days is pretty good. Nah, Heavy Rain, because either I didn't get a trophy or I did get a trophy, but it didn't sync. My brain doesn't really comprehend we played this game this year. Because I didn't. I played it last year. It was last year December game. Fuck! What game were we playing right before Alan Wake? 46666. Pretty funny number. What was the game right before? Fuck, so right now last year. Right now last year, were we seriously playing Terminator Resistance? That's so insane. That was 2023? That's insane. That's actually insane. For a second I thought this Heather was one of my family members. I was like, they created a Twitch account? you know how everyone's like, we don't actually know how they built the pyramids. What if we just never assumed they made the pyramids, but it was just a natural formation of sand? And then we just, because sometimes you just get rid of big masses. Next thing you know, like, the pyramids are gone because they're in the way. Now they're a cultural landmark. Like, if you go anywhere near it, you'll get fined like over fucking like $10,000 or some shit. But you can have, like, if you sure you can walk through them, but you can't climb it. You generally can't climb it. And it's so weird because from an outside perspective, outside the pyramids is just the desert. But no, apparently less than 100 meters away is the town of Egypt. You know? It's so weird. You know? Because, like, since we don't know and you go there, be like, oh, we thought it was like, I don't know, a day's journey. But it's really not. And they're right near the sea as well, which is so weird to think about. Like, this photo best describes describes it. Is this. It's legit, it's that close to the town. And if you didn't know that, it was like, what? Because from every other photo of the pyramids, it's just all sand around it. But there's another photo, and you can see the ocean in the background. Ministries to love. You know the rules, so do I. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. I'm tired to say it. Alright, we're done. I will see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I had a decent fucking time. I'm playing more than... Wait, before I do that, actually, let us do this. Let us... Well, I need to fucking fix this. I need to fix Sonic Frontiers. Because I don't know why, with playlists now, it goes from the most recent video at the top, which is annoying. It should be the oldest. Because the thing about playlists is not only is it an easy way to watch a video after video, but it's if you leave on the autoplay, it will play all of them. And that's why I love playlists. Especially for... It's really good for music. But yeah. Right now, last month, I was playing Team Sonic Racing. That's weird. Weird to think about. If you look up Sonic... What's the big gap between 5 and 6? Fuck. September 29th is 5, then January 22, 2021. Fuck. That's like 4 months. Maybe at that point I was just like, let me just focus on school. If I really wanted to, I could make thumbnails for these videos, but kind of don't want it. It's like, that's the thing about classic games. Part 5 is corrupted. Part 5 was corrupted. Ah. Let's read what my title was I did for Sonic Generations. First PS3 game to be streamed. True. But not only that, but the only game to be streamed using an Elgato on the Mac I borrowed during COVID. I bought this game when I bought all the Lego games. When I found it, I looked at the trophy list, saw it to be quick and easy as well as obtainable, so I bought it. I never played it when I was younger, even though I knew all about it and my friends played it. But now I can say I played it. I enjoyed it. and have some fond memories with it because of this game. I bought Sonic Unleashed as I was excited to play Sonic even more. Sonic Colors Ultimate came out recently. Maybe we'll play it along with Forces and Heroes. Fuck. So there could have been a part of me that played Sonic Colors Ultimate and Forces around when we did Generations and Unleashed. That doesn't make any sense in my brain. If that was the case, what would we be even playing now? Because trophy wise, if we go down to the Sonics, if that was true, no, but that doesn't make sense because I wrote this last year. I wrote these 2 years ago, these little blurbs. I just started doing that, and I stopped doing that because there's. What was the last game I actually wrote stuff in? Let me look at that up. But Sonic Generations. Let me see. I got a fucking frag grenade in my ear. Oh, so that's what I did. That's how I played it before. How I played it before was we did all the challenges. Huh. So either they changed it or I played it dumb. Because the way I said it in Sonic Generations Part 2 back in the day, back in the day, I said back in the day at the same time. It says, today we attempt to complete all the challenges in the first 3 stages. I don't like how we have to do challenges in order to continue the story. However, there's no trophy saying we have to do good in the challenges, only beating them. So did I do every single challenge per area, then continue with the game? Maybe that's why I think the game is long. If you look at Sonic Generations Part 5, you'll find a just corrupted video, and I don't know why it's corrupted, because nothing was different about it. So I was streaming via game capture then, the game capture ID. Maybe that's why it fucked up. That was very weird. Because for a little bit I was streaming, but then also FaceTiming a friend of mine, but she wasn't on the stream, obviously. I kind of wish she was because I would be able to hear who I'm talking to. Or maybe I had a realization that we don't need to do all the challenges. Because it took us 13 days to play this Sonic Generations. So if that's the case, or if we can do it quicker because I know how to play the game, or something, that means this part of the game would be completed within 2 weeks, and that's just Sonic Generations. But not Shadow, and I don't know what Shadow is all about, so I have no idea. So we did Miles Morales. I should really just sit down and maybe do a couple of these things, because like me reading them after me writing them, it it really is like so. hmm. What are the odds that I did them all for games without the thing? Hang on, where's Lego of the Rings? Why is it? Like, I fucking regret getting um Agents of Mayhem, like, so much. I'll always say good job to um anything. Yeah. I'll always say good job to games that uh like that serve its purpose, especially tie-in games, because Lego Parts of the Caribbean. That's how people pronounce it, even though it's the Caribbean, anyways. Um, I played Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, and that game made me want to watch the movies again. And the last time I watched the movies is when did I watch all the movies? I don't know, but I watched Dead Man Tell No Tales, which is decent. It gave us, and I was thinking about that movie fucking yesterday actually at work. Think about it gave us like an end scene that will never amount to anything because we're not getting another Pirates movie, at least with. I mean, we were, but at least with Johnny Depp, because they fired Johnny Depp. WB fired him, and now all the films that were planned are gone. You know, like fucking Fantastic Beasts 4 and 5 are just cancelled because 3 was just bad. Sure, Mads Mikkelsen, pretty good actor, and did that role well. However, his version of the character Johnny Depp played is just very different, because in 2 he pitied humans and like saying they can never be wizards and all that stuff. But in the third movie, he's like Wizard Hitler. He wants to kill everyone, including humans. Very weird. If it wasn't for Saints 4, I wouldn't know. Bombs over Baghdad. Let me hop off now. It's fucking 3 basically. Yeah, 3:10. Just been sitting here doodling, twiddling my thumbs basically. It's fucking cold, mate. It's fucking cold. Sure, if I ever get a following, people will appreciate those things. Bro, cool numbers. 4666. Yeah, 4666 is my total trophies. Then my bronze is 3355. Fucking cool numbers. No, I'll try to sleep. I don't really wanna watch something now. I'm so sad Superman and Lois is ending, you know? Because like every show that wasn't bad had a decent length. You know? Flash got fucking 9 seasons. Imagine if Flash got cancelled after fucking 4 seasons. Imagine that. We wouldn't have the crossovers. We genuinely wouldn't have the fucking crossovers. Well, that's a lie, because Invasion was in Flash season. Invasion was Arrow season 3, so it would have been Flash season 2. No, Arrow season 5. What did I say 3? So it will be Flash season 3. I would think. That would make sense. 3 was Invasion, 4 was Earth X, 5 was Elseworlds. 6 was Infinite Earths. Is it? Yeah, because yes, because 5 had the weird helmet. Then 7 didn't have a crossover event. Then 8 had Armageddon. Let me double check. Armageddon was decent, not the best. Like, Season 8 was pretty decent of Flash, not gonna lie, it was pretty decent. But then Season 9 is just so forgetful. It's insane. And I only had 2. Like, it's so weird that there's no 7 out of 10 episodes, all 6, 5, 6, 5, 5, 3, 4, 5, skipping to them, 6, 6, 5. It's why is the series finale so shit? And why is it a director that hasn't directed it before? Well, 3 other fucking episodes. But episode 9 and 10 are 8 out of 10 episodes. If the final season was more like episode 9 and 10, people would love that season. Legitimately, people would love it. But legitimately, I would never force myself to buy season 9 by itself on DVD. Because it's $40, it's a ripoff. And legitimately, season 5 and 6, looking back in it, had pretty good parts. It was just weird how season 7 was like, it ended on episode 19, but then the first 3 episodes were a part of season 6. And if that was the case, the season would only have 15 episodes, and that'll be like, why only 15? The next season had 20, and the final season had 13. You'd think with less episodes they put more emphasis on the good writing. No. Eric fucking Wallace is the reason that show turned to shit. Like, it's actually insane because The Flash season 1, the weakest episode, 2 of them are 7 out of 9 out of 10 episodes. Then season 2, the lowest rated episode, is 7.3, but that's only because he doesn't have powers in that episode. Just a regular guy. He would have known that became a Superman and Lois fucking episode title. In season 3, the lowest was Duet with 6.1, which is weird because it's a crossover event. And the only annoying thing is that it was just a one episode thing. It was just on Flash. Maybe it was like, oh hey, we had a crossover event on Supergirl. Why not have Supergirl on Flash to make it up? Then season 4. Damn. The ratings are getting lower and lower as the series progresses. The lowest. That's insane. The second lowest one is Run Iris Run. I didn't like that episode either way, but that was 5.5 out of 10. Then the other one was Girls Night Out, which had Felicity, I think, but Felicity couldn't save it. Even though I never really liked Felicity. But that was 5.3. Then season 5 had higher ratings, to be honest. Because season 5's bad guy was Cicada. And the lowest episode, from what I see, it's actually 7.1, so that's actually pretty decent. Season 5 is a solid season. No really bad episode. And season 6, Love is a Battlefield is 4.9 out of 10. Season 7, the lowest, is Rayo de Luz, which is an Allegra based episode, which is 4.8. Season 8. Season 8 has the lowest is Funeral for a Friend, which is the funeral for Caitlin. Or was it the funeral for Frost? Oh yeah, it's the funeral for Frost. In season 9, we all know how shit that turned out. Episode 2 was 5 out of 10. Episode 4 was 5. Episode 5 was 5. Episode 6 was 3. Episode 7 was 4. Episode 8 was 5. Episode 11 was 6. Episode 12 was 6. And then episode 13 was 5. But I'd say if you'd like The Flash, just watch it. Just do it. And if you really want to watch a TV show where every season is very good, watch Superman and Lois. I'm sorry, but that will forever be... out of the entire Arrowverse, Superman and Lois is the greatest show out of all of them. It's less a superhero drama, than more so a family drama, but superhero elements are in it. Like, sure, we don't see him fly and use his abilities every single episode. Like, with The Flash and Arrow, there's always at least a fight. The closest thing is him flying away. Or Jordan or whatever. But, like Superman and Lois is, like, easily at the top of Arrowverse shows when it comes to, like, everything. Like, that and Arrow are right at the top. Flash is up there as well, however, the later seasons diminish it. Supergirl is up there as well, but, like, it's so weird because Supergirl was consistent at being average. Whilst I liked every season, there was no bad season of Supergirl. It was just like there's no reason why. I mean, the reason is like they didn't want it to be scary and evil looking. Is having Kara to have blue lasers, laser vision, is weird. But the way they could have done is that if Kara has blue laser eyes, make Kal have red laser eyes. I understand you wanted to have them they're the same family, but like, why? It's so, like, while you're watching it in order, it makes sense. But then watching Superman and Lois and going back to Supergirl, it's like, why was it blue to begin with? It looks, having Superman using, it just looks fucking weird. And Legends was the same thing as Supergirl. To be honest, Legends had higher highs than Supergirl. But then after a certain point, it just became like goofiness is what made that show fun. It wasn't as serious as Flash or Arrow at Supergirl to an extent. It just was a fun show to watch. You would never feel sad or depressed watching that show. You won't cry at an episode. Well, maybe when Snart dies in season 1, and when some other characters leave the show, like when when Ray leaves, that was fucking sad, because he was like, it would have been more emotional if Random Routh wanted to leave, but he didn't. He didn't want to leave. He was just the most expensive actor, so the writers had to let him go. I honestly believe that if Brandon Routh said, I'd be happy with a pay cut just to still work on this, then the show would have thrived even more. Because the Atom show had a lot of budget stuff, having Atom shrink and that. But, like, without... And then in the final season, Steel had his powers gone. Sure, technically Ray can give him his powers back using the same formula, but Nate's powers were gone, and he was written out. So, and at that point, Mick was gone, so it was just no one left, because Firestorm left that show, Legends, in after Invasion. No, Crisis on Earth X, because Martin Stein died. And that was the only reason... Oh, that's right. But was it the Legends episode where he died in? I don't know. But the reason why that is because Victor Garber had, like, gotten, like, casted in a Broadway play. So he couldn't commit to be in a show and go on Broadway. It's just not feasible. But then Victor Garber did come back for like a couple cameos in Flash as well as Legends. And the other shows, Batwoman was just, I won't say bad, it's just like subpar at best. It didn't have really big highs. There's no like outright good episode you can just say like that's amazing. If anything, it will be like the Crisis episode. But then again, that Crisis episode, only the best stuff about it weren't Batwoman. Black Lightning, kinda like Supergirl to an extent, because it was just average the entire time. It was good and fun, but it was just average. It was cool having the dude from Whose Line Is It Anyway to be in it. It was fun. And then Stargirl was weird because that was just outright announced to be on Earth 2. But what's insane is that if that was on Earth 1, that would have been insane. Like, sure, that it crossed over into Titans, and that's a show I kind of want to watch. That and Doom Patrol. The reason why I didn't start watching Titans is because the casting of Starfire just pissed me off. Because, sure, you can cast a character, any race, but to make the personality of that character to reflect the race, the person, or reflect the personality of the actor, I should say. It just didn't feel right. Starfire does not feel like Corey that I know from what I've seen. And they just disappointed me. I fucking love the Raven and Dick Grayson casting. Like, those are... And... Beast Boy, but other than that, no. Stargirl was fucking sick. Stargirl is a show I'd rewatch back to front. Not in a binge-worthy way. Because the way I watched it was season release order. Basically, what started first, I watched that. And since Stargirl was around the time... That was a 2021, 2022, and 2023 show. Or was it the opposite? I think it started in 2021. What's the actress's name? I remember fucking Grace Vanderhall. It's insane how she just became famous. Because she went on Got Talent and she just blew up overnight. It was a 2020 show. I was wrong. That was a good show. Stargirl was a good show. But the only sad thing about it is that no one watched it. Same thing with Constantine. No one watched it. That's the reason why there was no season 2. The only annoying thing of that, about season 3 was that it ended in the future, which is what I didn't like. Like, I would have understood if the final episode, midway through, you fast forwarded and see the old version of the cast. No, it's in. Also, having Dr. Midnight and Power Man get together was the no. Those two weren't a pair. I'm sorry. If anything, it was him and Wildcat. It's still weird is that Brec Bassinger, she's meant to be like a 15-year-old girl in the first season, but she's my brother's age. You know, she's 25. I'll never see her as that age. The brother, yes, he is. Fuck, he's not. He's 18. Back then, yes, would have made sense, but now he's 18. Fuck me, Cameron actor fucking grew a beard. It's weird. Dragon King. He's just a dude that has. Sure, he was immortal basically, but he had very bad scarring, didn't he? It's weird. Like, imagine getting cast as a character, but your face is never seen. You know, there's one thing is that you're a voice actor and voicing over a character, but being the physical character, but they don't see your face, so they would never know it's actually you unless they read the cast list. It's pretty weird. Anyways, I need to shut up. I've just been talking about the Arrowverse. Why have I been talking about the Arrowverse? I don't know. Again, who wants to listen to ramblings of just... Anyway. Alright, I need to hop off. I will be on tomorrow, whenever.